You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize. Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound. Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Li has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs. I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think. I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training. Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
They say he's incredibly strong and can outlast almost anyone in the school.
Lotus of Kanani? Niato Nanapadi Irovir. Koni Ognawata ear. Taui ear Koana ear Sonir Ipoki. Uno will na no ba earsu. Isana yoyo, Konir Fuk no Sankod Nano Wana Nabir. Niato Nanapadi Irovir. Koni Ognawata ear. Irkana, o Nigasurir Kwana no Kasa Iriro. Tasi si tintu, Fonye Wowosi ye Watahufu. Ipaner Nuko Iwa Ir, Nigasanaria, Iroro Ninua Sa Irkana. Usair Coconato, Tanatia, Cotanano, Shafatoyo, Coconato Siri Panonenico. Niato Nanapadi Irovir, Koni Ognawata Ir. Usair Coconato, Tanatia, Cotanano, Shafatoyo, Coconato Siri Panonenico. Ticotro Tuaso. Lokasana of Sisa ia akawai o kupvaia wo tuko utro. Wasrafno sositu no ko ota napia ifa ia ok.
Kanawe ia kawa ia atatahasi? Ika kahia wo no ka kihia ia wo shathia oka uki ia aya yulia wai. Awa utkua wo kokopia kawa ia ewo. Takawar kakro it circle mi akawayu. Biar shath uk mi uksa ia sumpuno kahon wo ushashia uksa hiaka. Noko wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia. Ika kahia wo no ka kihia ia wo shathia oka uki ia aya yulia wai. Kut kosi wiwa ia wo nawa ia ifa wia o ta wiki no. Ika sisa ia akawari o kupfaia wo tuka utro. Kone uk noea kup sa ia sisi ia su ukot. Wakawa ia tanke ia nano wo ia wasonak.
You were right to encourage him, but couldn't we have done something ourselves? I didn't really think he was whining, but it certainly ended the conversation.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Li. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Well, that's another opportunity lost. In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks. I get by. I suppose I shouldn't wish for strife lest it come knocking on my door. Besides, the bandits didn't do as much to bring people to the store as I hoped. So maybe stability is underrated. Happily, we don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver to be spent. Oh yes, I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away. Bearded Tongue, is it? You must have spoken to old Ming. He knows his herbs better than anyone. I wouldn't have thought of it, but Bearded Tongue is just the thing. That's good stuff and readily available to me. And you, of course. Yes, it will deaden her pain perfectly. She should avoid straining herself, of course. Bearded tongue grass won't heal like red silkgrass does, but why spend all that money just to speed healing? Exactly. A wise decision, and one with a better bottom line for us both. I'll need payment in advance, of course. Business has been slow. What am I supposed to do? Starve? You're right. That wouldn't be just given the circumstances. As much as I hate to do it, I could knock a few silvers off the price for you. An excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you and prepare the poultice. It won't take a moment. Time will heal her, as long as she's careful not to strain herself. You are the best kind of friend. Generous but frugal. Most excellent. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need? The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Let me repay you. What did it cost? This cure was worth it. Here, take this with my thanks. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiling Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then I'll be ready. Goodbye.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer. Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out. And now that Kia-min is feeling better, maybe you'd like to challenge her record in my little training exercise. Kia-min says that she is feeling well, though I worry about such exertion so soon after a wound. But she knows her capabilities and would not take a foolish risk. If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortunes. You have set a new standard, and your prize is well earned. But forgive me, my attention is elsewhere. Kia-min's injury has worsened, as you could probably see. She is responsible for her own health, and accidents in the ring can happen. I just pray that my decision to let the two of you spar has not crippled her.
You fought well, and the record is yours. I have a feeling it will stay yours for some time. Smiling Mountain says I will be fine, but his eyes told me that I may have injured myself badly. It was my foolish pride, thinking that some herb could restore me to health so easily. There's nothing time can't cure. Perhaps I will be back to form in a few months. My training will slip, but I will do the best I can. This day has been full for you, and you still have the cavern to face. If you listen to Lynn parroting the villagers' stories, that place has a dark past, but I'm sure Master Li wouldn't send you into unreasonable danger. What can I do for you? Goodbye.
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Gao, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling him, you would have many promising students instead of one.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If he is truly better than me, let him prove it. I challenge him.
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities. Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Hobbled before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready. Then let the fighters meet in the arena. Fighters, are you ready? This challenge will continue until one of you is incapacitated. This is not a practice bout. Injury is a possibility.
A possibility? I think it is more than likely.
Master, are you certain this is appropriate?
They have a dispute, and this is the only way to settle it with certainty. It will be an honorable contest. I have restricted Gao from using his father's sorcery.
I said you would regret getting in my way.
Fighters, begin! is done. The challenge has concluded and the winner is clear.
No! I'm not finished!
Gao, I have made enough concessions to you today. I thought I could guide you away from your corrupted path, but you are too much the son of Gao the Greater. You are no longer welcome among my students, and your father's house shall have no more business here, despite his influence.
I was not beaten! Not by this peasant!
You were defeated by your own foolish ambition and predictable temper. I will speak with you in my chambers about your expulsion. Go now.
Everyone, this challenge is concluded. I'm sure the victor would appreciate your congratulations. They are well earned. Enjoy the words of your fellows. I will wait in the main hall, where we will discuss the spirit cave. Be certain you are ready when you come to me. Your life is about to change.
That was exciting. I'm glad you are safe. I knew you would be. Your skill is unmatched. Even Gao had to see that. I suppose that's what set him off. I hope he isn't allowed to stay. Punishment just makes him worse. Master Li has bent like a willow to accommodate him and his sorcerer's father. You can't mean that. I mean, Master Li does do some odd things, but he must be thinking of bigger issues. It scares me sometimes, all this talk of troubled spirits. I didn't ask to be a part of it. As much as you want to know more, I doubt you had a say in your fate either. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a happy time. You've proven your ability and Master Li is waiting for you. You should go to him.
My body is restored.
There you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready. Wait outside, Gao. I will finish with you later. Now, my student, there are many things ahead that you must discover about yourself. I trust to know the importance of your destiny. You are an orphan, but you were not abandoned. You were rescued from the Temple of Dirge in the land of howling spirits. You were orphaned by violent action. I take responsibility for it. You see, I used to be more than a humble teacher. To learn of yourself, you must learn more of me. I was once leader of the Imperial Army.
I was known as Sun Li, the glorious strategist. I am the brother of Emperor Sun Hai. I will tell you more, but first, we have an uninvited visitor. Gao never could keep his ears to himself, especially when angry. So predictable. He's heard as much as I wanted him to. Perhaps it will give him a little perspective. He should respect even the most humble person, because who knows what lies within? That includes you and me both. I was ashamed. He seized your homeland during the long drought. It was an aggressive change in the Empire that would soon bring Death's Hand to power. I withdrew my support and tried to rally your people against the siege I had helped plan.
a doomed effort. Many died on both sides. Sun Qin, another brother, also fell. Listen, I will tell you how you came into my care.
Come with me. No, this is my fight. Go!
Your people were killed. I am haunted by it, and now the world may join me. The assassin on the beach was a Lotus assassin, a minion of Death's Hand. More will come. He is the right hand of the Emperor, and rules the Lotus assassins in place of Prince Sun Qin, who was killed at Dirge, a death he may have orchestrated. He shows no hesitation, and gave no thought to the lives of those we faced. His influence poisons the Emperor. I have no doubt he is utterly evil. I have never faced him, but I know of no one living who has. A dark energy sustains him. That is the armor of a man who has no remorse, no pity. There were three: Emperor Sun Hai, Prince Sun Qin, the Hand of Heaven, and myself, Sun Li, the glorious strategist. Age decided our place in the order of things. Sun Hai was the eldest and therefore emperor. I was next and was head of the army. Sun Qin was the youngest and leader of the monastic order. You were meant for something important, but because of my actions it was denied you. Stories about ghosts, the assassin on the beach, you are tied to this. Our dead no longer drift to the underworld. They wander, lost, going mad. In time they may overwhelm the living. It began when your people were destroyed. You condemn without knowing all the facts. That is my fault, but I am trying to make up for it as quickly as circumstances allow. We are on the edge of the Empire, and not all spirits make their presence known. We are not immune, but I kept you isolated. This information could endanger you. The first assassin found us by accident. The next attack may not be so unfocused. To fix the world, you may threaten the power of some dangerous people. The Spirit Cave will make things as clear as they can be. Only you are meant to understand what is within. You will see the corruption of the spirit realm for yourself. It was partly the strange skills of Dawnstar that showed me to the corruption, and partly something that belongs to you. You'll understand when you enter. Well, it is thought that spirits naturally try to find their way to the underworld, but if their lives or deaths were painful, they return to what was familiar. The school has seen its share of tragedy in the past. Something of yours has allowed me to keep the students protected, but the dead will be everywhere soon enough. You must enter and see for yourself. It is here in my home. I kept it hidden by never acknowledging its importance. It is not hard to hide something. You need only master keeping the secret. It was partly the strange skills of Dawnstar. No, but few places truly are. This has been a lot to comprehend, so take your time. There are instructions inside, and something that belongs to you, an amulet. When you emerge, you will know more about yourself and your destiny than I can explain, and you will better know your enemy.